or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful early day of buttons that need to be checked. It is so early that I'm in a different room because where I am, everybody's still asleep. But either way, thank you guys for tuning in. Sub button chapters, all that stuff down below. I posted late last night. The story was pretty damn dramatic. We had one org that was ready to sue people over them talking smack just about their player. And then we had the MK Finals, Final Combat, broadcasted on HBO Max, believe it or not. A lot of people thought the action was hype, but the same people thought the broadcast was some of the worst that they've ever seen. So link down below, stuff was kind of crazy. Now, this story might be crazier. This literally was just posted this morning. So it's like, we got to talk about, because the FGC is losing their damn mind. So we got to talk about it. And I got to tell you, man, I don't blame them. I don't blame the FGC one bit for being frustrated and confused with Capcom. Either way, let's check these buttons. Let's go. All right, now into the first set of Cap Cup 12, the highly anticipated event, the event we all been waiting for, but now it's highly ridiculed just like that. They posted this earlier this morning, check this out, saying the countdown begins. Tickets for Cap Cup 12 drops on October 10th. Starting this season, Cap Cup 12 finals March 14th. The Street Fighter League World Championship, March 15th, will stream live via pay-per-view. Let me say that again. Cap Cup 12 finals and, I say and, Street Fighter League World Championship the next day will stream live via pay-per-view. Free replays will drop March 21st. So, Cap Cup, okay, the cup to be on the cap, you know, the cap on the cup, you know what I'm talking about. The stuff that we've been watching for free since day one is now behind a paywall, is now pay-per-view. And we're gonna have to wait about 6 days after the damn thing happens to watch the actual footage. So here's what's probably gonna happen. You know what, before I say what I say, let me finish reading. So here you go, box seats. It says like, I guess what you gotta pay to get in with some box seats. So this up here, where's it at? 10,000, 20,000. And I think that's like $133 for us. And then, or I should say USD. And then down below the bundle, 6,000, that's about 40 bucks, something like that. So there's all the ticket prices. So they're charging people to get in, okay. But the bigger question is they're charging people to actually look at the damn thing. Now, continuing on, I got tagged in it by Superflies. Appreciate the love, man. Others are like, rare Capcom W, keep them coming. I don't know what the fuck that person is talking about. Others are like, don't worry guys, here's the pirate stream. You see all the damn throw loops. And then, isn't the whole point of Capcom CPT and the prize pool supposed to be, you know, marketing the game? Why would they PPV gate that? And laugh out loud, imagine paying money to watch throw loops and morons turning green. And oh God, why? And they did this for Street Fighter League Japan finals last year. And this seems to be a normal / accepted thing in Japan. Unfortunately, the rest of the world does not have Japan's culture. This will be the biggest PR nightmare for your brand. Good luck for that. And also, how tone deaf can a company be? PPV will kill your events. Pay-per-view is going to kill your events. UFC, likely the most greedy company on earth, has even dropped the pay-per-view model starting next year. And Capcom decides to do the opposite. Ridiculous. And then pay-per-view, who do you think we are? The Rockefellers? Then I see even Big Bird right here saying this is very surprising and weird decision for Capcom. This is going to be, or this isn't going to be a positive thing for them. Then down below, others are responding saying, dude, we're not going to pay $75 to $85 per event like the UFC, bro. Let's get high quality productions from one of the best shows on earth. Big Bird responds saying, in my opinion, they should have just banned restreams from non-authorized channels and kept it the same, but I don't know if this will work outside of Japan. Then I see Broski right here just basically laughing at it. Then we see more quotes saying this is absolutely, or there's absolutely no shot this is gonna stay this way, right? This is like an all-time fumble from genre-leading franchise if they don't revert this, making your biggest event pay-per-view is maybe the worst marketing malpractice I've seen in esports, to be honest. And then, speaking a different language, and then, so watch Capcom Cup, you have to pay. What the hell is this bullshit? Capcom, I love you, but this is a stupid decision. Cap Cup and Street Fighter League broadcast live only pay-per-view. Does this mean it won't be allowed to retransmit live on YouTube? That's right, unless you wait for it to actually come out. Imagine paying to watch slop, laugh my fucking ass off. Someone at Capcom had to be smoking some insane shit. And yeah, let me pay $40 to watch some nerds playing video games. Fuck you, and there's crazy people think their little game is something worth watching. Then what the actual fuck, pay-per-view, and it goes on. Damn, somebody talking about die, and then never thought I'd have to set sail to watch Capcom Cup. Then, getting even deeper, we'll wrap it up with this one saying, are there any community figureheads / TOs gonna speak out against this? And they're tagging a bunch of people. I can tell you right now that they don't have no pull when it comes to this. You're tagging Ultra David, you're tagging Logan, who else you tagging? Damascus, they have no pull. Hanzo, Gonzo. Listen, these guys, nobody actually has any pull when it comes to, hey, let's speak out. Now, if you're trying to have a boycott or something like that, that's different. But here's the thing. I think the one comment, one of the first ones we read, they said this actually has been happening when it comes to Street Fighter League Japan. When they did their finals, I think they did it last year as well, it's behind a paywall. And certain people were getting copyright strikes on their fucking channels because they were posting the footage before it was freed. So you remember, like right here, it said that it's gonna be initially like pay-per-view, and then 6 days later, you could watch it. So 6 days later, after it's broadcast, they'll let us put it on YouTube and shit like that. But if you do it before, they damn sure will copyright strike your channel. And 3 strikes and you're out in the world of YouTube. But anyway, what I'm saying is they've been doing this for Street Fighter League, their finals. Oddly enough, this is true. Like, it is their culture. Like, it's been happening in Japan for them to put stuff like this behind a paywall when it comes to Street Fighter League or the finals, right, for Japan SFL. So they've done it before, and now they're taking it a step further, and they're doing it with Cap Cup. At first, when I read this, I was like, here we go, esports. Are you fucking... Well, first, we done sold Evo and all this other shit, and now we doing pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is cracking? But it looks like since Japan has already done this, now that Cap Cup is like officially back in Japan, they're like, you know what? Let's put it behind the pay-per-view. We've done it for Street Fighter League. Let's do it for Cap Cup now that we technically have Cap Cup here once again. So I'm thinking if it wasn't in Japan, they probably wouldn't do it. I don't know. But since it is, they're like, we could put it behind a paywall. Now FGC is like, is this the UFC? Well, technically, no, because the UFC's not even doing that anymore. Well, starting next year anyway. So it's crazy to me that this has kind of been happening, and we haven't said too much because it's just been happening with the Street Fighter League. And like I said, they will strike your ass if you broadcast it too early. But now they're doing it with Cap Cup. And now we're like, what the fuck is happening? We're have to pay $80, $40, whatever the hell the amount is. People are like, we're not paying to watch something that we've been watching for free. I'm gonna pirate it, or I'm gonna riot or boycott. You know, you hear everybody kind of, you know, screaming their frustrations right now. I honestly don't know how to feel, because on one hand, you could look at it from a business standpoint, and obviously you see why they're doing it. But on the other train of thought, you're like, man, they actually do huge numbers in Japan. They do huge numbers for Cap Cup. But how much does that dwindle once you put it on PayPal? PayPal, what the hell? Once you put it on pay-per-view, this shit is gonna chop it up real nice, I would imagine. A third, a fourth, or something like that. Even though they do huge numbers over there, I would imagine they're gonna drop significantly. I don't know if they're thinking, oh, it's worth it because we're technically gonna make some money up front. And then 5 days later, everybody else will watch it and we'll make more numbers when people tune into YouTube or the rebroadcast. I don't know. I don't think Cap Cup is big enough to technically really make you some good money. But once again, maybe I don't know what they know. Maybe they're looking at these numbers over there in Japan and be like, yo, we can make a pretty penny if we actually do this. So that's just me spitballing. And I guess ultimately this is what esports was supposed to be, right? They were supposed to make it as close to a sporting event as possible. Just like they make so much money off of sports, and esports was supposed to be the next biggest thing, right? Huge movement. They were like, well, we could do the same model and we could make money and we could do pay-per-view. They haven't really done it yet. It's been in little spots, you know, as we've seen, and now it seems like they're going a little deeper. And I'll wrap it up with this. This is my last question. You know, last year everybody was like, Cap Cup needs to be back in Japan. 11 was, 12 needs to be back because it was so hyped. The crowd, they were huge. They showed a lot of love. We thought it was dope. Bring it back to Japan. They brought it back to Japan, and now it's pay-per-view. So I guess we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with that one. I don't know, man. Like, is it exclusive now, Japan? Because damn, best believe if it is, it's going to continue to be pay-per-view. If not, if it continues to travel, I don't know if next year it goes somewhere else, then it probably won't be pay-per-view exclusive. I don't know. Or maybe they're starting a new fucking design here. We're like, nah, we think we could start doing this. Japan's doing it. So maybe other locations could start doing it as well for our big events. Fucking watch it. Don't okay, I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, watch Evo be pay-per-view. What's next? This is the Doom's thinking, right? This is the Doomer thinking. What's next? They're gonna pay-per-view every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So for now, let's not think about all that, right? I don't want to just think everything's turning to shit. But what does this mean? Is it gonna happen again next year? And technically, we don't even gotta worry about next year. Let's worry about this year. Let's worry about what's happening right now. How do you think this is gonna play out? How you feeling? Let me know. That is Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you feeling. This is a wild one, man. This is crazy, man. I'm gonna do my best to post later today. And then also, I posted late last night, like I said. So links down below if you guys wanna check that out. Let me know how you are feeling. I don't know if this is gonna be a big enough deal to make a difference to where people are gonna boycott or not watch it. I honestly think the only way this changes is if they do it and then the numbers tank or the attendance, something tanks in the marketing to where they don't really make as much as they thought they were gonna make. Then business-wise, because let's be real, business rules. So business-wise, if it doesn't get the return, they'll probably think, oh well, people is complaining anyway, let's change the model back. I would think. But I don't know, because like I said, they're used to doing this already, and apparently they make some numbers. So either way, that's it for now. Thank you guys for everything. I will see you soon. As always, I don't know what it is, but somehow, some way, I would like to believe it's about to get better. Love y'all, fella. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
It's coming. It's coming. I already sense it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a doomer, y'all, but okay. Evo, pay-per-view, EWC, pay-per-view. We already got Cap Cup pay-per-view. Oh yeah, EWC. The pay-per-view's coming. Oh, they're coming. Now, technically, I don't think they need to do it because they got the money already, but I'm just saying, this is the start. It's snowballing. It's snowballing. And we mad over here because we ain't got no money.
$1 million. Kakaru is your Capcom Cup 11 champion.
Be also holding up that trophy, the lion's share of that $1 million.
You got any soda?
$1.
Oh, come on now. Look out for a brother, man. Come on. Hey, check this out. Why don't you let me get a sip for 15 cents?
My cups cost more than 15 cents.
All right, fuck the cup. Pour it in my hand for a dime.